Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel where I teach you how to turn your small business into a full-time income. So today we're going to be talking about everything to do with designing your own products. So before we get into today's video, I wanted to thank Be Profit for sponsoring this video. It's very important to know your numbers when you're running an e-commerce business, and this is why I love Be Profit so much. If you don't know your numbers, you could often be losing money and you don't even know it. So Be Profit allows you to track all of your expenses in one place, and they integrate with Amazon, Shopify, Wix, and WooCommerce. So basically all of the main e-commerce platforms. So Be Profit is great because they give you an overview of key business metrics. It has very easy to understand charts and graphs. They're not too complicated. They have a one-time integration with all ad platforms. So this is amazing because you're able to integrate your ad spend into the actual dashboard. They have marketing performance insights, and they actually have over 240 excellent reviews on the Shopify App Store. So you know that people are using them and they're very happy with it. All right, so this is what it looks like when you integrate Be Profit into your Amazon store. And I love that they pull in all the information that you would need, like your sales and your ad spend. And this is great because they pull in your ad spend from all the major ad platforms, also your shipping and handling and your refunds. So you're really getting all of the expenses that you would be spending on. And once they pull in all the information, they give you your gross profit and they give you your net profit. So this is really good because you're really able to see your numbers right in front of you, all in one dashboard. And what I love about Be Profit is they let you know which of your products are the best sellers, which are the most profitable, and which are the least profitable. And you can also track your profits per product too. They also pull in your orders per day and your average order value. And as I said, they have a marketing section. And they let you know where your ad spend is coming in from, whether it's Facebook or Google. They also track through Snapchat, through TikTok. So you really have all of the major ad platforms. Another thing that I love about Be Profit is you can create all kinds of different reports for your business. Like over here, you can pull up reports for your products. You can pull up reports for your orders, and you can see over here where your orders are coming from if you're running ads. So it lets you know if your orders have come from your Facebook ad or from your Google ads. And you can also choose to include marketing costs or check it off right here if you don't want to include your marketing costs in the reports. And you can also create custom reports that are custom to your business. So again, thank you so much Be Profit for sponsoring this video, and you can use my code FRIDA15 for 15% off of Be Profit. And now let's get back into the video. I don't have any experience with Photoshop. I do not know how to draw. I don't have any type of software skill set that allows me to design very seamlessly. I don't know how to do the technical drawings. I don't know how to do anything. I am very basic when it comes to this stuff. So I'm going to show you exactly how I design my sunglasses with almost no knowledge of designing at all. And I also want to talk about the importance of this. I do teach private labeling on my other course for Amazon FBA, and that's a great way to start. But at some point, you are going to want to customize your products, change it around a little bit, maybe make something thinner, make it thicker, more round, whatever you want. I'm going to show you exactly how I do this with my own sunglasses and my own brand, so that hopefully you are able to do this too with your brand. And if you're planning on starting your own brand just on Shopify, I really hope you're going to find this video very useful, because this is going to show you that you actually don't need to wait to learn a certain skill set to start designing your own, whether it's accessories or clothing or sunglasses or whatever it is that you want to design. You don't need to wait around and try to learn a skill set. You can actually start designing today, even if you don't necessarily know how to do any of these professional things like Photoshop or Adobe or anything like that. Okay, so first, before creating anything or before designing anything, and keep in mind at this point you should already have your supplier and you should already know which niche and which product you want to design and which product you want to create. Okay, so at this point you should have those already ready, and now you just need to start designing. So my very first step with designing is I create a mood board. So usually I go on Pinterest and I search for the 2022 latest fashion trends, and I just go on Pinterest and download any images that I like, whether it's furniture or just a picture of some type of landscape or an aesthetics picture of food, of coffee, anything that I like. So with the mood board, you're not actually gathering specific inspiration for your designs. You're just kind of creating and putting together the mood that you want your product to feel like. You want to give that same feeling as you're getting from your mood board. That's kind of the whole point of it. So let's say your aesthetic is all super dark and super gothic. That's what your mood board is gonna look like, and you want your product to give that same feeling. So the mood board, the point of it is to show the same feeling that you want your product to give, if that makes sense. So what I do is I just go and browse on Pinterest and I download any images that I feel like I'm gravitating towards, any images that I like, and I put them on a Keynote or a PowerPoint slide. And then after I've done that, I just create squares. So let's say 4 or 5 squares, and I use the color picker to now choose colors from that same mood board, from these same images. I choose around 4 or 5 colors, and these are going to be the colors that I'm going off of for my collection. So first I put together the images that I like, and then from these images I create the color palette that I'm going off of for my designs. And this will go with you whether you're designing clothes, whether you're designing accessories, sunglasses, whatever it is. This will be a great process for you, because that way you don't have to just take a look at a bunch of colors and choose from them. That way you can actually get the colors from the inspiration pictures that you were really gravitating towards. Now, something that I really like to look up is the fashion forecast for the coming season. Now, you have to keep in mind that for you to create your sample, usually it takes around a month or a month and a half. And then for you to get your product manufactured and ready to go, it's maybe gonna take 3 to 4 months. So from the time that you place your order, your inventory order, it takes around 3 to 4 months for you to actually be able to launch your product. So you cannot be planning for the summer season while you're in it. You need to be planning for the winter season while you're in the summer season. So try to do it 1 or 2 seasons ahead. And a great way to do this is, we have the fashion shows. So we have Paris Fashion Week, Milan Fashion Week, London Fashion Week. All of these are happening a season ahead so that you're able to know what's going to be in trend, what are the colors that are going to be on trend for the coming season. And based off of that, that's how the stores start to design and create their products for the next season. So you're gonna work off of exactly the same thing. And a great way to look at this is, I believe Pantone every year releases a fashion forecast where they put together all the colors that they think are going to be in fashion based off of what they saw in Milan Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, and New York Fashion Week, and all of these different events. So the experts take a look at the events and they come up with a fashion forecast, and based off of that, you can also choose your colors for your collection. If you are designing clothes, you can also take a look at the Vogue Fashion Forecast. In the Vogue Fashion Forecast, they actually let you know what fashion trends are going to be in for the next season. So whether it's the short mini skirts or it's the biker jacket. So they let you know exactly what type of fashion items are going to be trendy in the coming season, so that you're always one step ahead and you're able to design your collection based off of these fashion trends. All right, so something else that I like to do is referencing other sunglasses or other products that you already have samples of. So meaning, let's say for example, you're designing a lamp. If you have a lamp at home, then you can reference this lamp and see, okay, do you want it to be bigger? Do you want it to be slimmer? What are the actual dimensions of this lamp? So you can take a look at the actual product and based off of that, come up with adjustments for your own design and your own product. So I love this because especially with sunglasses, it's very hard to know the dimensions just off of the top of my head. I usually like to get sunglasses that feel good on my face, sunglasses that I really like the shape of, but I would like to make an adjustment to. And let's say take a picture of it and print out that picture and start to draw on the sunglasses how I want these adjustments to be. So if I want it to be wider, I'll take a picture of the sunglasses, print that out, and draw around it so that my suppliers know exactly how much bigger I want it to be or what the new shape is that I'm actually looking for. And this brings me to my next point, which is most suppliers can actually do the technical drawings for you. So putting that aside, you can obviously hire somebody, but I want you first to ask your supplier for this because most of them can actually do it for you based off of very rough sketches. So if I show you what my sketches look like for sunglasses, you're going to laugh because it really doesn't even look like a pair of sunglasses. But the supplier usually understands and they can create a technical drawing for you, and based off of that, you can also print it out and draw, let them know, okay, you want this area to be slimmer, you want this area to be thicker. So you just need to work with what you have. And again, if you're not able to draw, that's no problem at all. Tracing paper is going to be your best friend and printing out images and adjusting it with a pencil is gonna be your best friend as well. So my next tip, and I've actually already touched on this a little bit, is you really need to account for the sample and the production time. So again, from the time that you place your inventory, bulk inventory order, usually it takes around 3 months. And your sample itself usually takes around a month and a half. So you need to account for this time, and you need to try to save time wherever you can. So meaning, for example, with your product images, if you don't have time to wait those 3 months and get your samples, you can hire somebody to create 3D renders for you to use for now on your website so that you can start selling and promoting the idea that these products are coming, instead of waiting the 3 months, getting your samples, doing the photo shoot, and then starting your marketing and your promotion strategies. So 3D renders have really been a great idea ever since I've discovered them, and we've gotten somebody to do them for us. That way we can save a lot of time when creating new products. You also need to put into account your social media strategy. You don't want to just launch all of a sudden and you're not giving anybody a heads up before. So you want to create a strategy where you're actually announcing your launch at least 1 week ahead of your actual launch date, meaning that you're posting pictures of your product, you're posting videos, you're explaining it, you're really hyping it up. I would even recommend sending it out to influencers and, you know, doing your PR before or 1 week before your actual launch, so you have time to gather that content and build the hype. So really try to account for this time and for this process, especially when you're designing your own products, because you really want to build a hype for it. This is something that hasn't been on the market before, whether it's the design or the functionality or the actual product itself. So you need to give yourself time to introduce this to your customers and to new customers so you can build a hype for it and get sales right when you launch. So that is it for today's video, guys. I really hope you found this useful, and good luck on your designing process. If you have any other ideas for videos for me, please leave them in the comments below, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. Bye.